Hi everyone, it's Jean. I hope I have enough light over here. So I wanted to make this video kind of like a chit chat update on what's on my desk, what's going on with me and what's going on with you, and just see what's happening out there. So today I have a few things to show you and a few things to update you on. One of the first things I want to talk about is the conundrum about stickers, whether we use them in our journals or we don't. And each person has their own feeling on that. I do think that if they are a washi type sticker, we're more likely to use them than the other kind. And I was one of those Temu users or Temu purchasers that went hog wild when I first went on Temu, and I bought tons and tons of stickers because they were so cute and I loved them, and some of them I shared with my daughter, which she collects stickers, so that was a plus for her. But now I am stuck with a huge box of, not huge, but a huge amount of stickers here. So there are a few that I really like and I would keep just to use as a sticker, like to seal an envelope on the back if I send a letter or a message to a friend, that type of thing. But some of these stickers, it's hard to find a place for them. So what I attempted to do is I took some heavy watercolor paper, and I love watercolor paper because one side is textured and the other side is smoother. So I usually use the textured side. It's also heavier weight than the cardstock that I have available. So what I did is I took a piece of the watercolor paper and I just pasted down. I didn't use any extra glue. That's not what I meant by pasted down, but I put down a whole bunch of these stickers. Now these particular ones come out of a little booklet like this. And they're very nice stickers because they're more of a washi tape type. So I enjoyed using those, and they do have a sheerness to them that, as you can see through the paper into the paper. You can see the white background behind it. Then I took some of these stickers that I got. This is a record player. This is some kind of minimalistic corner thing. And I put some of those on top of the ones that I had used as the background because I wanted to see how these would react to mixed media. So these particular stickers, they are shinier than the other ones. So one of the things that I did initially is take a nail file and rub over these so it would make them less glossy. However, the nail file that I have didn't have that much emery on it. So let me show you what came out of that. Now, this may look like a really total mess, but what it is it's an example of how you can use some of those stickers as backgrounds for a mixed media piece. Now, this shiny part that you see is a crackle. It's called a crackle paint, and it's translucent, so you can either use it clear or you can mix it with some paint. I used it clear. I put it on pretty thick, and the places that I put it on most were the thicker stickers that I had. So the crackle came out very good. I sprayed it with some of my dilution spray just to get another look, and added some of this tissue paper. Now, this is not finished, but what I wanted to point out to you is that everything worked really well except for the stickers that are like this, that have a border on them. If you have any stickers that have a border on them that are shiny, or have that shiny feeling, glossy feeling to them, you do have to sand them down, because if you don't, all of the crackle will come off. So that is the main reason for trying this. It's kind of like a trial and error type of thing. So I will know in the future that I definitely need to sand down those more glossy stickers more, so that it will take the medium better. And I should have known that, but I was just playing around today because I actually wanted to see how the crackle would work. And it did come out crackle. You can see in a couple places. With this medium, you really have to put it on thick and then let it dry, but it does have a really interesting crackle effect. So now that this has dried, what I'll probably do is go back and just sew a few places. These pieces need to be glued down with something, and also I will probably do some spattering and things like that, which are standard mixed media techniques. So that's what this became. So I'm putting out an alert to the junk journal community to help me find a way to make a sticker look like it belongs in a junk journal. So if any of you have any ideas, you have frames of reference where you've used them before and you enjoyed the outcome or the look or the effect that you got, please share with me, because I need to really reduce the amount of stickers I have. Now, there's these that I have that are kind of funny ones. I may just make individual journaling cards or something for them. It would have to be a special kind of journal, though, for those crazy ladies. So fun times with the stickers and working with them. Also, I got stamps today for both Canada and the US, so I will be mailing. I'm not sure if I'm going to get things mailed tomorrow, but Monday definitely, and that's for all my US folks. I have some to do for Canada, and I got the stamps for them as well, so I'm all set for my next round of Happy Mail. Next, I wanted to let you know that I do have a few digitals that I'm going to be putting in the shop. I really want my Lilac Lane Livery Arts Facebook page to have some more activity in it. So I will be offering the month of April some free digitals. And if there's anything that you need or you want, just shoot me an email or leave me a comment, and we can work with that and see what digitals we can come up with. I have a lot of vintage ephemera, a lot of vintage postcards I just came across, so I'll be doing some things with them soon as well. Okay, so let me show you these digitals, and there's one that I don't have all of them printed. I thought I did, and I must have missed one of them. So the very first one I want to show you are these teacups. Now the teacups, I already trimmed the page, sorry. They are done without a background so that you can cut them any way you want. You can fussy cut them. You can cut them into squares and use them as journaling cards. You can do whatever you want with them. So they are, there are 2 sheets of 4. I may make a couple more so you can have additional ones where you can cut them out with no background. So that's the first thing. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is years ago, we used to always say, and this has probably been 20 years ago, or, to make something complete or make something cute, just put a bird on it. And it was a little saying that was going around, and people were having birds on their tote bags and jewelry and all kinds of things, the front of their notebooks. So going back to that, it seems like still in the junk journal community, there are a few items that we really love to have on hand to put in our journals, to make our tags, to make our pockets and hidden paper clips. There are certain things that we use. For example, buttons. Buttons are always going to be something we'll use in our community as a staple in our journal. Whether it's a vintage sewing journal or not, you usually see a button coming, showing up somewhere. So what I did is I went back and I decided to make some birds. And I was going to make them without backgrounds, but the way that these came out, I really liked the backgrounds, and I thought it would give you the option of either cutting the bird out or using the whole image. So let me show you these. These are a little bit more fantastical because they have a lot of detailing in their feathers, and some of them have spread wings. So that's one of them. And then this one has some of those same ones, but some additional ones. Like this guy, he is really going to town. So I really love these. And I think, if you wanted to cut the bird out, you certainly could do that. These are also, these are a little bit different. These are more like a whimsical style. I just adore this one up here and this one here. So these would make great toppers for cards, little booklets, all kinds of things you can make with them. Here's the second page. These are a tiny bit different. I got 2 of these guys because I thought they were so cute. So easy peasy to cut out if you want to cut them out or use them as is. Here's another page. And for some reason, these orange and peachy ones are so cute. This one doesn't have an eye. He's so cute. So there you go. And then I made you some inchy ones so that you can use these for smaller focal points, possibly on clusters or what have you. The next thing I made were butterflies. Now, I know Kim Newberg, she loves butterflies, and she does have butterflies in her coffee shop. So if these are similar but not the same, that you know, each of us have different creativity levels. So I'm sure mine are not as good as Kim's, but at any rate, I love these because you can cut them out and then you can have something that's not a sticker and it'll go on your tags and you can embellish with them any way you want. So these have different color schemes. These three are almost the same, but the tails down here are a little bit different. So you get that one. And here's another one. And again, one or two of them may have been repeated, but then I made a page of some small ones based off of those. So these are much smaller. These are like inch type ones. And these are nice. So if you all decide to pick these up or get these free, depending on how I offer them, you will have lots of fussy cutting to do. And here's another one. I think this page may be the same. Yeah, this is the same. These are a little bit different. They are more whimsical with the colors and the style. And here is another one of those. And I like this one because you get more rounded, you get more pointy, so you get different types in each. And this one is different, even though this middle one, I think you've already seen before. So there are my digitals that I've done so far for April, and I want you to be able to use them, see them in your projects, and hopefully we can make some really beautiful things with those butterflies. So that is it for digitals. Now, one of the other things that I was working on, I'm not going to bring out my fabric journal yet because I haven't worked in it for a little while, but I did go ahead and cover and make the signature for the paper bag cover that I showed you. So this was a piece of fabric that Kim gave me, and it's actually called broadcloth, I believe. But it's really a nice, soft, even textural fabric. Worked really good for covering the paper bag wallet type cover that we had designed. The only thing that happened is that the leftover piece I had is just a hair short. So what I did is I took some double-sided tape so I could get this lined up correctly. And then I'm going to look for something that will match on the lace end that I can put on here to kind of, I mean, on the front, you can't tell the difference. But on the underside, I have to do something here and here to kind of cover that up. And then this is a pocket. So that's fun. We have a pocket there to put all kinds of goodies in. And then the way I did the front part, I had to use double-sided tape I could have used pins, but I used the double-sided tape just so I could get the ends mitered correctly. Then once I get the side sewn, I can open up this from the tape and put some ribbon in there or whatever I decide to use to close this. Now, the signature is just a combination of scrapbook paper, I think I have it upside down. So it's scrapbook paper, some tea stained papers in here that have different hues. This one is actually, you'll see on the other end, this is a very tea stained piece. Music sheet. Trying to stay within pretty much that same color palette. I did stick a piece of this berry in there. And some receipt paper, brown paper. This is a little house that I glued onto this lilac colored paper. And here is another, this has to go this way. Another music sheet that we can use as a pocket. And then this is the middle. I'm not sure where that one came from. And then I had a couple journaling cards that I made already. So let me show you one thing here. So some of these are glued down. Like this is a printable I have somewhere on my computer, and I just printed that out and glued it down. And then that way the page didn't look so stark. And I wanted to show you another page. Let me see. Why is this all flipped around? Okay. So on this page, I have a flip of some vellum. Now, this will have to be covered, but this is just the other side of it, and this is where the glue showed through. So that is one piece. And then let me see. This piece, I added one of the clusters. They're not really clusters, they're like side tabs. And then I wanted to show you this, I'm not sure where that came from, this page here. So it flips back and forth. It's just cut in the middle from the original piece. So you have the piece, and the piece is like this. And I just cut these in two so you could open them. And I'll put some kind of latchy-do or something on there so they don't flap open. So that's all I have really gotten done within the signatures and the cover. But and I may need to trim those down a little bit. They may be too tall. But when you fold it closed, it just looks so nice. I love it. Love it, love it. Thank you for the fabric, Kim. Okay, so let me think if there's anything else. I do have a small haul from eBay, and it's a shame because I've had this package for about a week and haven't even opened it. So I will do that soon. And I'm having fun using all my mediums and trying to find ways to use all these little scrap pieces of paper that I don't need. So tomorrow is Arm's Length Saturday, and I'm going to try to participate in that. I have a funeral tomorrow. A very close friend passed away suddenly, so that's going to be kind of an emotional day tomorrow. But the funeral, which is really nice, is on Zoom. So my son said he's going in person. I'm going to do the Zoom meeting because I just think it's hard for me to go to funerals. That's all I'll say. So guys, that's where we're at. I have so many other ideas to show you, but I can't do it all in one video. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for visiting, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.